Phosphor Dot friends, Earl at thelogbook.com. We're back in the arcade, but we're back in the 70s, baby. In 1976, specifically. So, you know, Elton John and Kiki D are all over the radio. Imagine that, if you will. The Muppet Show has just started. But what we are here for today is we are playing 280 ZZAP, also known as Datsun 280 ZZAP. And the Datsun part may actually require more explanation at this point in time than the game does, because you see, young ones, there used to be a car manufacturer called Datsun. And I'm sitting here crumbling to dust before your eyes. Ancient dust. Just having to explain that. It was one of the first instances of a video game licensing a name from something else to kind of lend it some legitimacy. Although, as you can see, the marquee for the game did not carry, you know, the Datsun logo. It's strictly on screen. Datsun 280 ZZAP. Whereas the, you know, the marquee at the top of the machine, the backlit sign, just says 280 ZZAP. So it may be something that happened very late in development. As you can see, this is kind of Midway's take on Night Driver, which Atari had released earlier in 1976. Midway evidently felt that they could add something to it. And let's give it a spin. I'll warn you right now, I am not a great driver. You want to shift into high gear on the straightaways. But shift into low. To take these turns, these curves. Because if you don't... Boom! And the game literally won't let you start driving again until you shift it down into low. It's a stickler about that. Pow! Okay, so staying in low gear for the curves is essential. Oh, I've set a new record with a score of 2.06. I rated 3 Hot Wheels. Now, what's the currency conversion on that to Matchbox cars, I wonder? Let's not worry about that. Let's try again. See if we can do better. I think the real innovation that 280 ZZAP has over Night Driver is that you have a speedometer on screen. But other than that, you really have no way of knowing how you're doing in the race. Which is another one of those things that I like to say is just a metaphor for life. Yikes. Yeah, shift it into low, or you can't go. Shift it into high if you want to die. Ah, there's the zap. Hey, everyone take a drink. The title of the game just appeared. Oh, 2.21. An improvement. Still only 3 Hot Wheels. Still no idea on the currency conversion to Matchbox cars or like Johnny Lightning or anything like that. Shall we take it for another spin? I do kind of like how you drop a quarter in, game starts. It's... Yeah, I guess I switched into low gear too late. Oops. Hey, it's not waiting for you to press a start button and indicate that you're ready. It's go time. You drop that quarter in, you better be ready to drive. Bang. Zork? Zork? Okay, everyone take a drink. That's the title of a different game altogether. I like that it's dropping you hints about how fast it's permissible to go and survive the turn. But ultimately, still not terribly helpful. So there you have it. 280 ZZAP, also known as Datsun 280 ZZAP. Just an interesting snapshot in time, this whole thing of licensing the Datsun name as if this lent the game more legitimacy somehow. This would become a trend in other sports games because you would have, in the days of Intellivision, Mattel Electronics snapped up a lot of licenses. So they could say that their football game was NFL football, or their golf game was PGA golf, or their basketball game was NBA basketball, or so on. You know, Major League Baseball. It made it look like there was some level of approval from the pros in that sport for this game, when really it was just money changing hands. It was just a licensing agreement. But, one that in this early era of video games carried some weight.